Hello, Number282 here, and welcome back to the ever-growing world of my Digimon headcanons and what-ifs. Today's video will be another dive into the universe of Power Rangers. That's right, this time we are looking to the skies for our theme. What if the In-Space Rangers got their very own Digimon partners? Some notes and ground rules first. I will be covering all of the team members that were considered In-Space Rangers. I'm still planning for this to be an overarching series, so Lost Galaxy and Onward are still upcoming as well. Also, this is a video of my opinions. I understand that you aren't all going to agree with me or each other, so let's all try and be nice and civil in the comments. This is also not a video about the actors playing these characters. Any real-life problems or tragedies are not going to be discussed in this video, as this is meant to be a pure fluff piece on Digimon and Power Rangers, nothing more. I'm continuing to try my hand at creating special moves for each of the recolors, so we'll see how that goes. Lastly, this is not a crest video. I'll be doing adventure era lines without designing and assigning crests, as there are plenty of other things I have to contend with here. Anyways, let's recap what happened at the end of my Turbo timeline. The villains are finally successful in destroying both the Turbo Zords and their powers. Cornered and depowered, the adult members, sorry Justin, of our team take to space to try and find Zordon at his last known location. They're intercepted by a mysterious stranger named Andros, who is also looking for Zordon. He gifts them the Astromorphers. These morphers, which happen to be one of my all-time favorite morphers, allows our heroes to become the In-Space Rangers. Okay, y'all, we have reached what may possibly still be my all-time favorite season of Power Rangers. Everything this season hits just right, and I'm sure part of that had to do with the fact that they thought this was going to be the final season, so they just threw everything they had at it. But either way, I'm so excited to visit this season again in my upcoming rewatch. But without further ado, let's rock it. Now, our Turbo leader TJ is first up to bat. As we stated earlier, his Turbo powers are no more. Now, TJ, being the kind and mature person he is, relinquishes control of the team to the new Ranger, whom we will cover later. Though he is one of my favorite Red Rangers, damn does he look good in blue. Now, our once Red Turbo Ranger will use his new Astro Digimorpher to become the Blue In-Space Ranger. With new Digimorphers come new Digivolution lines. During the final conflict, TJ's partner, Sprintmon, is depowered down to Tapmon. The blue variant of Tapmon is just so cute, and it works well for the journey I'm looking to take TJ on. Tapmon will eventually use the new Astro powers to digivolve to Tinymon. This recolor of Tudomon is an adorable Atmon who works into a favorite trope of mine, which is big muscly men partnered with a tiny cutesy creature. His special attack, Tiny Tantrum, sees him scampering around at blinding speeds, slashing opponents as he goes. Tinymon will digivolve next to Powermon. This recolor of Musclemon will reference TJ's hulking physicality. I envision Tinymon asking TJ to help him get stronger, pushing him more towards this champion level form when the time comes. Powermon will beat his enemies to dust with his massive muscles in a move he calls Bulking Beatdown. Powermon will learn the secret to true power as he masters a serene balance, digivolving to Balancemon. This time, a recolor of Boutmon will represent TJ and his partner's dedication to martial arts and fitness. Balancemon's secret technique is called All Around Assault, where he dishes out a series of kicks and punches to show off his superior fighting style. Balancemon will digivolve one more time, though, to become Sifumon. This recolor of Boutmon was named after a title given to martial arts senseis. His signature move, Sifu's Strike, will be a solitary strike into the enemy's solar plexus, dealing immense damage and often rendering them immobile. So, TJ's partner will start out this journey as a Tapmon before digivolving to Tinymon, then Powermon, then Balancemon, and lastly Sifumon. I'd kill to see a line like this animated. Also, if you're curious, the hood is going to stay on for this video because my hair is a mess. I don't have an appointment scheduled till Tuesday. But Carlos was our clever and dedicated Green Turbo Ranger before losing his powers. Like TJ, green was no longer going to be his primary color as he trades it in for sleek black. So, our once green Turbo Ranger will use the new Black Astro Digimorpher to become the Black in Space Ranger. When they lost their powers in the final conflict, Carlos's partner Digimon, Launchmon, got depowered down to Reedlingmon. This cute recolor of Horomon was named after the bearded Reedling, a very round bird. Reedlingmon will gain their true power back as they digivolve to Finchmon. This recolor of the always great Hookmon was named after the Cuban bullfinch, a black bird in North America. Finchmon uses the feather on its head like a razor-sharp kunai in a move known as Finch Fury. Finchmon will reach champion level as he digivolves to Sagemon, another recolor, this time of Tempomon. Sees Armon taking on the form of a more movement-based bird Digimon. I wanted his journey to continue his themes of movement and athleticism, even naming this form after the Sage Grouse, a birdmon known for its dancing. His special move, Bass Drop, sees him blast waves of loud music from the speaker on his chest. Sagemon will digivolve from here to Fumamon. No recolor needed as we go to a form based on movement and speed. Also, just a cool ultimate I wish was used more often. Fumamon will digivolve one last time, this time to Kickmon. This, I'll admit, grainy recolor of Footmon is just such a cool Digimon that I hardly ever see. His special attack, called Galaxy Shot, is a ball of stars that is kicked as hard as possible at the enemy. So, Carlos and his Reedlingmon will work together to digivolve to Finchmon, then Sagemon, then Fumamon, and lastly Kickmon. Now, onto our first, static color. Ashley was our fun-loving and bubbly yellow Turbo Ranger. She may have lost her powers, but yellow will always look great on her. So, our yellow Turbo Ranger will use the new Astro Digimorpher to become the Yellow in Space Ranger. Like her fellow teammates, her partner, Funbeemon, was depowered, becoming Torchmon. This precious recolor of Sunmon was made to be more, yellow. Torchmon will digivolve to Lightmon. This Atmon needs no recolor as its current form is perfect. I wanted to focus on the power of light and brightness for Ashley's line. That is why Lightmon will digivolve to Shinemon. This one I did recolor. Savemon is cool, but for the purposes of this line, I of course needed to focus on the light aspect and make it, yellow. Its special attack, Star Slinger, sees it shooting out a barrage of star-shaped energy from their palms. Shinemon will digivolve to Glowmon. Another recolored Atmon, this time Tellermon, continues our focus on light and energy. They use a special attack called Orb of Light where they launch a magical sphere filled with star energy. Glowmon has one more power level to reach though as it digivolves to Uranusmon. This cool, godlike Atmon creates the perfect end to this line, albeit with an unfortunate name, giving our girl Ashley a mod to fight alongside with the power of gods and stars. So Ashley's Torchmon will become a Lightmon first before digivolving to Shinemon, then Glowmon before accumulating all their power into becoming Uranusmon. Guys, it's time. This is not a drill, it's time. Okay, all right, everybody, we're here. It's no secret that I love Cassie as she is my true favorite Power Ranger of all time. She, of course, stays pink because slay, but she does lose her turbo powers. This obviously is not the end. So for Cassie, I wanted to... Oh, did I leave this here? My bad. I swear, it's not what it looks like. I would just take a bullet for Cassie, okay? I know she's a fictional character, but don't say that. That's mean. This is my girl. Our pink Turbo Ranger will use the new Digimorpher to become the Pink in Space Ranger. God, I love her. There has got to be some setbacks though, so her partner, Herdmon, will be depowered like her friends to become Pinkmon. This cute as hell recolor of Pagumon is just the absolute best starting point for this line. I felt like Cassie's Rocker Girl vibes got lost from time to time, so I have Pinkmon digivolving to Grungemon. This super cool recolor of Impmon gives Cassie the perfect punk rock partner, especially when it uses its special attack Sickening Solo, where it sings a powerful song that blasts the enemies away. This theme continues as Grungemon digivolves to Rockermon. This recolor of Punkmon probably shows you exactly where I'm heading, but I don't care. Her special attack sees her surprising her enemy with a loud roar before beating them down with her brass knuckles. She calls this move Rock and Rough 'em Up. Rockermon will become an even more formidable foe when it digivolves to Metal Rockermon. This time we of course recolored Loudmon to continue our rock and roll themes. Their special attack, Heavy Metal, allows Metal Rockermon to blast insanely loud music from its speakers that is capable of even disintegrating weak structures. Metal Rockermon will reach its ultimate power as it digivolves to Rockstarmon. This recolor of Heavy Metal Dramon sees a combination of rock and roll and dark magic, which is made even more clear when it's blasting heavy rock music whose lyrics act as dark spells to harm the opponent in a move called Rockstar Rampage. So our best ranger ever, Cassie, is partnered with a Pinkmon who becomes Grungemon, then Rockermon, then Metal Rockermon, and finally Rockstarmon. God, I love her so much, and if Patricia Jolie ever comes across this video, your portrayal of Cassie shaped part of who I am as a person. I love you just as much as I love Cassie, so I don't know if you need to hear this from some random stranger on the internet who knows nothing about you, but you're amazing and I love you to death, girlie. But it's time we meet our new team leader. The mysterious Red Ranger who has no need for the turbo powers is one Andros. Our Ranger in Red has to learn the importance of working as a team, but he couldn't have a better team to learn from. He uses the Red Astro Digimorpher to become the Red in Space Ranger. Now, Andros was not present during the final battle with Turbo, so we're introduced to his already powered up partner, Spiralmon. This light redesign of Spadamon was reworked to have Andros' iconic Spiral Saber, which allows him to cut down his opponents with the move called Spiral Slash. Spiralmon will digivolve to Drillmon. Recoloring Dorulumon allowed me to continue this drill theme for Andros, and obviously his partner. I really just love the Spiral Saber, and theming a line around it felt fun. Its special attack, Spiral Busters, sees it slamming their drill tail into the enemy. Drillmon will digivolve again to reach their ultimate level, which is Spiral Drillmon. Took one more from the previous line and recolored Jaeger Dorulumon. Again, couldn't help but continue our themes here. He launches at the enemy while rapidly spinning drill in hand in a move called Spiral Saber Swarm. Spiral Drillmon has one more level to go though, as he digivolves to Impactmon. Taking a new twist on the drill theme, this recolor of Heavy Leomon maintains the lion-like animal Andros' partner has been. Probably more wolf-like, but whatevs. Foes will need to watch out for his devastatingly powerful Spiral Impact, a move where he fires the impact drill from his arm like a heat-seeking missile. So, our fearless leader is partnered with a Spiralmon, who will digivolve first to Drillmon, then Spiral Drillmon, and then lastly to Impactmon. But why stop at only one mysterious stranger? We are introduced to Andros' best friend who, like Andros, never needed the turbo powers. But how could someone as handsome as Zhane ever need those silly car powers? This beautiful man needs only his special Astro Mega Digimorpher to become the Silver in Space Ranger. Again, Zhane's partner was never depowered in battle, so we get to meet his partner as Silvermon. This recolor of Zubamon was a cool one to do as I really love this mon, but never found a good place for them. I did also remove the 20 on his headblade to differentiate him further. His special attack is called Silver Blade Blitz and allows him to slash at the enemy with said blade. Silvermon will digivolve to Liquid Silvermon. I'm pretty much recoloring the whole line, so here's my take on Zubagermon. I added in red themes to reference his close bond with Andros. Liquid Silvermon can send a slash of silver energy at their enemies in a move called Liquid Lash. Liquid Silvermon will eventually digivolve to Caliburmon. When I recolored Duramon, I wanted to continue this focus on the sword theme. That's why his special attack, Sword in the Stone, sees him plunging the blade into the chest of their opponent. Caliburmon will burst forward with a surge of energy to digivolve one last time to Excaliburmon. This recolor of Durandamon is the perfect form for a legendary weapon. Obviously named after the mythical sword, this mon uses a fierce attack, King Slash, to destroy the enemy, spinning their blades at impressive speeds. So, our obscenely good-looking Silver Ranger is partnered with a Silvermon, who will digivolve to Liquid Silvermon, then to Caliburmon, before reaching its mega-level form, Excaliburmon. Now, you may be wondering, there's a bit of time left, but no Rangers left to discuss. You're right, there are no more Rangers to discuss. So instead, let's discuss a villain. Astronema, the artist formerly known as Corone, is the abducted sister of Andros. She may not be a ranger at this time, but I still decided to give her this Dark Astro Digimorpher. A woman of many wigs who refuses to not serve cunt often calls upon the power of the Dark Astro Digimorpher to not only boost her own abilities, but also that of her partner, Spacemon. This cool recolor of Bemmon, or Bemmon, was chosen to invoke themes of something insidious and alien. It launches mini comets from its palms in a move called Asteroid Belt. Spacemon will digivolve to Aliamon. I recolored Snatchmon and renamed them to play on the words alien and alias, since its special attack, Space Subterfuge, sees it changing forms to look like the enemy, confusing them before slashing at them with their claws. This also pays homage to one of the best episodes of Power Rangers probably ever, where Astronema disguises herself as Ashley to infiltrate the Astro Megaship. Aliamon will digivolve again, this time to Vedamon. No recolor needed this time around. I envisioned it exiting the metallic suit of its previous evos to show this more raw form. Vedamon is a fierce ultimate level, but I think things would take a different turn in this story. As Astronema learns more of her past and grows closer to Zhane, lucky bitch, she sees the error of her ways and begins to recover her memories. This development allows her to turn on her captor, the Dark Spectre. This change of heart and display of courage allows Vedamon to digivolve to Invadermon. This sick recolor of Ebamon shows Corone, the power of friendship and teamwork. She's able to use her special attack, Brain Invasion, to fire powerful telepathic rays at their opponent, helping to land the finishing blow to the Dark Spectre, all while Andros does the unthinkable and destroys Zordon, bringing peace to the universe. For now. Astronema goes on quite the journey alongside her Spacemon, who digivolves to Aliamon and then Vedamon. But when Astronema herself evolves and finds her old life as Corone, Vedamon's able to reach her final form as Invadermon. Corone, in destroying the source of her dark powers, loses the Dark Astro Digimorpher, rendering her, well, powerless. She fears for her partner's life, but luckily the morphing grid has other plans. Instead of vanishing, Invadermon is simply depowered down to the plucky Hatchlingmon. This recolor of Puamon won't be discussed today, but trust me when I say, her journey's not over. I can't state enough how much I love this team. Even if I ignore the fact that it is probably the most attractive Ranger team ever, a fact that, let's face it, I will never ignore. Everything else about this season was just A1. Now, some of you may be wondering about a certain psychotic team that was mysteriously absent from this video, but believe you me, they deserve a video all on their own. So there you have it, folks. This was our foray into a Power Rangers in Space and Digimon crossover. I'm planning to tackle Lost Galaxy and, of course, the Psycho Rangers as well next, so stay tuned. As always, if you like my content, or this video in particular, please subscribe, like, and/or comment. Also, feel free to check out my TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Twitter linked below. Beneath that, you'll find a link invite to our Discord channel, so feel free to hop in and join the 282. Thanks again, though, for watching, everybody, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye! In space! God, I love Season so much.